Okay,
Okay,
so I will
thank
explain in detail
thank
about
you.
everything, Joseph.
Yes, over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Fine, guys. Coming to myself, I am Priyanka, and I do have experience like almost 7.5 years. In especially in Workday, I have like experience like near to 5 years, which is in the like both in techno functional and coming to all of you. I'll have like brief intro later on. So now I'm going to get into that process to explain in detail what is meant by Workday actually. So before going to know Workday, of course, in the market there are so many HCM concepts are there, which is like server based or any other local cloud based and all. But why Workday is being famous in the market, especially in like global ways, like US, UK, and Australia, and very soon they are going to get into Arab countries also. What are the reasons for this Workday being famous? So there are few things are there that I would like to explain to you guys. Before going to know about Workday concept, we need to know about the cloud computing concept. What is mean by cloud and why we are into why latest trending courses or trending jobs are being into cloud only. So what are the reasons? So before going to know this cloud computing process, so what is mean by cloud computing? Any idea to anyone? So what is mean by cloud computing and all? So fine, no issues. The cloud computing is nothing but practicing or using the data from cloud to the system by using internet. I mean like the transactions of data are storing the data are processing the data are managing the data, whatever you are doing. So you are doing with the connection of cloud, not to the internal server or not to your personal database or not to anything. So if you are using mobile phone also, if you are accessing something, you are connecting to somewhere in the cloud. So we don't know where that cloud database have been located in all over the global wise. I'll show one example. So any image is fine. So no in-depth information to know about these things and all. Say, say for example, take this image. Here, what is happening with the cloud? So say for example, instead of Workday, take this example as a Google Drive. It means you are logging in from mobile or any applications or any other system or any other another database or somewhere around. So if you are logging with any other device, if you are directly connecting with the Google Drive. So there is no matter of which device that you are using, which internet provider that you are using, or any other laptop you are using, or any desktop you are using. There is nothing issue. So your data is safely saved in the cloud concept, where it is somewhere like saved and somewhere in another location, whatever it is the location like US, UK, Australia, whatever. But you are going to store the data over there, or you are going to process the data from that servers itself. So here the processing of transferring the data or processing the data or storing the data from devices to the cloud with the help of internet. Without the help of internet, it is not possible. So here the cloud is nothing but internet, the system is nothing but software. So with the two things, we are going to process the complete cloud process. So even in Workday also the process will be same. So we will have like data. So with that data we will integrate, so that whatever the data that we are integrating with the help of internet and all. So that data we will migrate to the server. So that Workday is behaving as like a platform as a server to us. It is like a pass. Okay, internet also is giving as a service to us. So it is like as a IaaS, internet as a service. So like that, we do have some service options. In that mean, we are going to have this integrations or transactions where the customers are happening with the where customers are doing with the Workday. Say for example, if you go to the workday.com, there are like 1600 customers are there. Up to 2010, there are like only 100 customers. Actually, Workday has launched in the year of 2006. From 2006 to 2010, so only 100 customers they got achieved. So from 2010 to till date, there are the customers like 1600 customers. The main reasons are means, first of all, who are the persons that developed the Workday means Dave Duffield, at the same time Anil Muri. These two guys and two heroes have developed this Workday, and these guys are from actually from PeopleSoft, and they have developed this Workday in the 2005. And it is like purely they have developed the cloud Workday on cloud-based application data will stored in the centralized Workday server. And to Workday, who is providing this cloud space means AWS, Amazon Web Services. Those guys are providing the space to Workday. So in that space, these guys are working and these guys are making as a securable to the customers. Okay, and the Workday HCM is both in Workday is in both in human capital management at the same time financial management also. It is unified frame for both human HCM at the same time financials. And what are the main advantages are like, I'll open one new notepad, and I'll mention all those points. I'll forward the same document to you guys. The complete notes will be updated here itself. Advantages of Workday means, so based on these 5 advantages only, all the customers are feeling like very much satisfied with the service, and even the workers who are working with Workday, they are also very much feeling happy. So in that reason, Workday has achieved top 4th place in Fortune 100 companies with best workplace, at the same time having best customer satisfaction rate. In the two reasons, the Workday has achieved the top 4th place in Fortune 100 companies. So what are the main advantages why Workday is becoming like user friendly means? So Workday has developed from unified suite of applications. It means it is built from the scratch. That's why even you are technical or non-technical, anything your background is, no issues. So you can able to handle this Workday on fingertips if you got the logic, how to work on that. So if you got the logic, definitely you can handle like anything. So why? Because means it is like a user friendly. It is like whoever is going to log in into Workday, that guys can able to understand what the process is going on exactly, built from ground level, and it is like unified suite of application. And we have like in market we have already successful HCM softwares are there. What are those? SAP is there and PeopleSoft is there. Those are already successful, and they achieved like anything in the market. But nowadays, since 4 to 5 years, Workday is coming into the market like anything, and the Workday is grabbing all the customers. I mean, like almost all the customers are converted to from SAP and PeopleSoft to Workday. Why? Because means the only reason is like cloud-based process, at the same time lower cost of ownership. What is this lower cost of ownership? In any organization, HR department, finance department, administration department, we guys are not revenue based department. We are guys like not non producing revenues at all. So we will not produce any revenue to the company. So may I know who are what are the departments will produce revenue for the company? Anybody?
Could be software solutions, financial solutions, which
Right.
provide support to third party.
Right, very good. So based on the organization, say for example, your organization is belongs to manufacture based. So based on the like output items, whatever you manufactured, so based on the units, your revenue you will get. So based, say for example, any recruitment company, so based on the closures they will get the revenue. So your company is like IT software, based on the projects you close you will get the revenue. But whatever the organization, in every organization HR department is must, at the same time finance department is must. Without those departments the company cannot able to run. But still those are do not produce any revenue, so they will not give any revenue to the company. That guys will work for the company to organize the system with the different of people at the same time under the different departments. So due to that reason, if the companies will take SAP or people software, they need to buy the server and other installation items first. They need to install the complete server and all in their location. They need to like install the same softwares in the laptops also. So and they need to hire some more people to take care of that installations, to take care of that servers, everything. That is like another headache to the company for non giving non the departments who are not giving any revenue to the company. So that is the reason. What is the another then why Workday means, for Workday there is no need to get any software or any server into our location, no need to install any softwares into the laptop, nothing will happen. Only they will provide the URLs, we will type username and password, we will log in into that. Then coming to the how the database will migrate into the process and how these things and all will happen, we'll discuss in the coming points. So let me complete these advantages especially. And with this cloud delivery model, there is no hardware, software or middleware required to buy or to install or to maintain in your location. We access Workday from anywhere, any location, from any device, where it eliminates the cost and burden of managing the infrastructure. This is the important. Eliminates the cost and burden of what I say, managing the infrastructure or server. Okay. And what is the another advantage? Rapid development, faster time to the value. Day by day, Workday is developing their values like anything. So how Workday wants to be very closer to the users. So on that concept only they are working. So every day they are working on the same concepts. So that's the reason. I mean, like 4 years ago, Workday is like different, and now Workday is like nothing like that. Any user can able to access, even end users on either configurable guys or any either integration developers. If a non-technical or technical, any user can able to. So and also they will deploy the, they will migrate the data on immediate basis within days of time, 1 to 3 days of time. They will migrate the data from existing software to Workday, and they will start the work immediately. They will give the tenants immediately to us within days of time. I mean, like they will give value for the time to us, and whatever the data that we have provided to them, and they will migrate the same data into Workday, and they will provide in a lesser time itself. And the another thing is like continuous innovation. What is mean by innovation? I will give like best example as WhatsApp. So 3 years ago how WhatsApp looks like, and now how WhatsApp looks like, same like that. Even Workday also, 3 years ago there are few difficult changes were there. Now there are no things at all, so anyone can able to access that. So if anything is coming, so if any customer is facing some issue, so say for example, I am unable to log in with so and so like alphanumeric password. So you raised, one customer has raised that issue. So they will take survey from remaining 1599 customers. If all the 1599 customers are facing the same issue, that time they will take this as a task to change the request as per the customer request, as like password should be like a alphanumeric. So, and they will update the same change in the version updates. So version updates will happen every year 2 times. So whatever the version updates are coming up every March and September. So before to that itself, Workday team will share a document to us, like update version update document. I'll share that document also. So in that document, they will mention all the categories. Was in so and so categories, we are going to do the UI changes, and so and so in categories, we are going to do some other changes. So for some other changes, you guys have to set up with your system administrator. We are for remaining changes, we are giving like automatic update. So like same like in mobile also, you can able to see some applications will automatically get update. Few applications will require your authentication. Without that, they cannot able to run that. So same like that, we do have like version updates twice in a year, March and September. They will follow the work calendar without fail. So whatever the date that they will announce, they will do the task, they will complete the process on the day itself. Now we are in 32nd version. I shared like 32nd version update details complete document. I'll show in the next class what are the 32nd version updates and all. The most and fifth concept is like security and safety. Workday has if you any company, like so many companies, I mean like out of 1600, in that 1600 companies you guys can able to see like branded companies, at the same time best known companies also. That companies have chosen Workday because of only the security. So the world's toughest security audits like ISO 27001, at the same time SSA security standards thing will come and show you what it is. See, recently Netflix also taken the chosen Workday, and HP, Bank of America, Amazon, Best Western, like so many companies are there. These are well known. So earlier only Nissan have chosen this Workday services. Now completely Nissan Motor Company has included in this. Nissan, Datsun, and other company also. Rolls Royce. These are all well known and best reputed companies. Unilever in India, Thomson Reuters, Nissan, TripAdvisor, AirAsia, Air Canada, Airbnb. So many like that. So these are all the customers are taking services from Workday, and they are being very happy with Workday because of the security itself. So this is the security audit they have cleared very successfully. By showing these two security audits in the market, they are getting the customers to take the services from Workday. SSA is nothing but standard. So actually it is not required in detail. Statement on standards for attestation and engagements. This is the abbreviation of SSAE. And Workday, apart from clearing these two audits, Workday has cleared one more audit also called self certification called Safe Harbor Privacy Framework. What is called? This is like a self certification that they have cleared. Safe Harbor. So this is the certification that they have cleared actually.
Okay, so these three certifications that they have cleared. So this is another advantage, biggest advantage to the Workday. So these are the advantages of Workday. Let me save this notepad. Right. And who are the service partners to Workday? I mean, like Workday, of course, providing service, but for backend development and all, Who are the software partners are there? Our service partners. See here, come down. Guys, if you have any time, please go through these websites also. So many information you guys can able to get. See, Accenture, Deloitte, IBM, Aprio, Alchemy, Capgemini, Cloudator, HRPath, Collaborative. So these are the companies are providing services to Workday. And see the partners they are since from 2013, 2014, 2008. So since these many years they are providing software services and coding services to the Workday. Right? So this is all about like basic intro of Workday. Anyone have any regular questions to ask? Any like normal questions out of this Workday or something?
Team, any questions, please raise it out. As I said, there are big questions Priyanka to cover right from what is Workday and then take it up to the product-based one. So I just wanted you to take the question right from the beginning so that you get it because there's a lot which will cover in terms of the training. So any questions, please raise it up.
Fine. So, Joseph, one more thing. Whatever we have the modules, 3 modules. So, I will discuss on the topic based. So, this is for your information because question by question I am not going to discuss. So, whatever
Okay.
once topic done, then I will cover all the points and I will discuss with the team also.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, no worries.
Yeah, yeah. And coming to the traditional softwares are nothing but SAP, PeopleSoft, Ramco. These are the traditional things. So now we are not being into that. Even some guys will have some question doubts like success factor is also one of the such like succeeded part in market right. No, success factor is not a HCM part. It is like the part for recruitment only, and it already merged with SAP itself. So it also not succeeded with the HCM part. Obviously, it is not at all a HCM. It is like a success factor is one of like 80% into cloud and 20% it is depending on the server itself where we need to set up in our location also. And it is for only the recruitment process where it is completely helping to SAP, not to any other users, and it is not an independent HCM. Okay. And coming to the next process, first of all, where we are going to work. So, like the integration process and all, I'll explain. This thing is very important. The tenant part. How many tenants are there? So, how many tenants that we are going to see? Normally, we used to discuss about only 5 tenants, but we do have 7 tenants because no one knows about that. So, normally we do have only in certification trainings only the trainers used to tell the Workday team and all. So, there are 7 types of tenants are there. So, what are those tenants means? I'll explain. Profile. So how the migration process will done. So I am not going to explain in technical based where the complete migration will take over by the Workday team itself because they are providing the services and they are the responsible for the complete migration. So in that manner, whatever the company are going to choose Workday, before to the 6 months itself, they will start communication with Workday team and meanwhile, they will recruit Workday consultants to that organization. To the customers will recruit Workday consultant to the organization also. Why? Because means whatever the Workday team is doing in the migration process, even we need to know the front end process, not in the back end process, where that guys will not disclose that process to us, but still we need to know how the migration process will happen. So, especially whatever the data that you are going to provide in any other way, they will load the data in this golden tenant. So this gold tenant is nothing but empty tenant. It is a blank tenant. It is under the control of Workday team. They will load the data. I mean, like say for example, your company's complete employees data and company's payroll data and years of data is there. They will load the data in this tenant through migration process, and they will save as this URL as a production URL. Save as the, after done with the migration, save as the URL as a production URL. So the another tenant called production tenant. So what is happening here? Say like why this gold tenant is playing this much of important role in migration process? Workday is having 1600 customers. How they will load the data into the tenants? If Workday is using Amazon tenant to load Accenture data, will Amazon guys will accept that? No, they will not accept that. Why? Because means that is called data breach. To avoid that data breach and data related issues and all, these guys have developed one tenant called gold tenant, which is like a blank one. So in that blank tenant, we'll have all the scenarios, all the accesses to load whatever the form of data that you are loading over there. It will accept accordingly and it will run the data accordingly. Nothing will happen in that. Okay, so due to that data breach reason, they will not use another customer's tenants and all, the production tenant. So once you load the data, you will save it as a production tenant. Here the production tenant is nothing but live data. Whatever, I mean like, so say for example, yesterday I have loaded the complete data. Today I have added, like today 10 members have joined, right? So this 10 members data I have added in the sandbox. There is another tenant is coming up. In that sandbox I have added. I will not add anything here without approval. Only with approval, done with the review. After that only I will add here. So directly we will not work here. So we will save as this same data as a sandbox. This is the important tenant where we used to work in real time. Sandbox tenant. It is like a working area to us. We will work accordingly as per the task requirements. So whatever. One second. So there are 7 types of tenants are there. Out of this is third type where you used to work on regular basis. So it is used to test the changes or create new things or for new integrations or to create new custom reports or like anything or any configurations, reports, configurations, integrations. So whatever you want to do as you have received the ticket, so as per the ticket, whatever you want to do, you have to do in the sandbox itself. Okay, once done with the task, you have to review the task in sandbox review. Sandbox review tenant. So we will not, of course, we will test the changes here itself, but how the process will run actually to the client. So that running process we will check here in the sandbox review. We will check the created task here as per client review. Okay, so once we get approval here from the client in the sandbox review tenant process, then we will redo the same process in the production tenant also. But out of 10 members of team or 15 members of team, only 2 or 1 guy will have the same access to edit the details in the production tenant. I mean, like, to edit is nothing but whatever the creations that we have done, the same task that we will do in this production tenant. But this that access will not give for all the team members in the team. Only 1 or 2 guys will have that access, who are seniors in experience or anything should be. Only few guys will have that. And coming to the another tenant called implementation tenant. This is
Okay, I
another
just
important.
wanted to check here. Sorry to interrupt.
Pardon?
Sorry to interrupt. I just have a question here. So,
Right.
as you said, let's say specific team members would be having production tenant access. So, and rest of the team members, they would be working on sandbox tenant or sandbox review tenant.
On these 2
So,
tenants only we used to work.
correct. So the production team member or tenant administrator would have to work again, or they can pick up the changes directly from Sandbox review tenant and publish live.
Yes.
Do they have to rework on it, or can they pick up the changes and publish it?
That's what I'm saying. They will redo the task again. Say, for example, I need to create hire for Kiran. For your name only, I need to create. So I have created in the sandbox. Okay. It's successfully done in the review also.
Okay.
Here, I mean, in Workday, there is no access to call the same task into the production tenant. There also, they need to create the same. Whatever the steps that they have followed in the sandbox tenant, the same steps that we need to follow in the production tenant.
Okay. Okay.
There is no process to dump the data in the live server.
Okay. Understood. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So, coming to the next tenant called implementation tenant. Implementation tenant is nothing but, so today you guys have joined, 10 members have joined. So I need to create, user IDs and all passwords to you, right? So based on the tenants, for sandbox, I need to create one username and password. For sandbox preview, so sorry, not preview tenant. So for sandbox preview, I need to create one URL at the same time one username and password. So same like that. For 10 users, we need to create the URLs. I mean, like, we need to create the logins and URLs also based whatever the login that should accept your username and password. And we need to test those in the implementation preview tenant. Another tenant is there. So this is under the control of security administrator, not in the user control. It is under the control of, it is under the access of security admin itself. I mean, like, Workday security admin. So create new tenant with Workday accounts. We will use this implementation tenant. So, by creating Workday account and giving complete security accesses, so whether the security accesses are working or not, we will check here in the implementation preview. We will check new created users with access. Okay.
Hello.
Right? Please.
So
Let me complete this topic, then we'll have like last 10 minutes as the QA session. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, thank you guys. And the last one is nothing but GMS tenant. where it is like a global model services tenant, which is called demo tenant. We can call it as a demo tenant or practical tenant for practice purpose. But whatever the data, employees' data are existing in this tenant, which is like fictitious. So fictitious is nothing but not real. Is it the meaning or not? So whatever the users, employees are there in the tenant, that users are not exist as a line. So it is for the workday demos and all, for practice and all, for any new configuration that you want to try. So you can try here in the GMS tenant. So like why I am saying demo tenant means, of course Workday is providing services to the customers. So every day new customers will look for the Workday services. So one of our Workday employee will go and will give the demo or online or in live, and they will take the regarding steps and all to process for further. But this Workday tenant, whatever we are going to work, it will have some restrictions. So where it will not have all the accesses to perform the actions. Even so, why? Because what is the reason means? Say for example, module based. I mean, like some organizations will work for only recruitment. Some organizations will work for only like that organization also providing services as a time tracking and absence management to their customers. So some organizations will work for only IT development. Like that organization based the modules will be there. So that module access and all will not be available in this team. Why? Because means based on the customer, they will give the module demo and all, but they will not include the complete data in this GMS team. Okay. And there is another point also. There are few points also there. Every week, the tenant will get updated. Every week, the tenant will go under the system maintenance. I am opening one more image. See, the image will looks like this. If you open, if you are in India, if you open this Workday, if you type with the URL name and all, the Workday will open like this on Saturday morning till Saturday evening. Because Workday will go to 12-hour service maintenance of every week. Sometimes with all the tenants, not only sandbox or sandbox preview or any other. So coming to sandbox preview and sandbox, whatever the pending tasks are there, the task will get refreshed, reset. So again, if there is any pending tasks are there, so that time if what will happen, service maintenance is happening. So if there is a pending task, without your permission, without system admin permission, automatically the task will get reset. If you come on Monday and if you type the task name, you will not get. Why? Because means the Saturday the pending task have been got reset from Workday. So this condition they will disclose with you guys before going to take the services from Workday itself. Then what is the option to overcome that thing means? There is an option. So if there are like so many pending tasks are there for this week, you can raise a request to the Workday team who are in the relationship to you guys as a relationship manager or something. So you can raise a request. So do not do any service maintenance for our tenant, especially for Accenture tenant. Do not do any service maintenance for this week where we are loading with so many pending tasks. So we will close up with all the pending tasks by next week. If that is not possible, then we will have a backup for also for some days. It's like based on the payment that you are paying to the Workday, they will give backup option times. How many you want to do backup? How many times you guys want to do take backup and all? So that backup accessibility you guys will get. Some companies will get monthly for 3 times. Some companies used to get 3 months 3 times. I mean, like if they are very much perfect with the task, if they very much complete the task in on time, so they will go with regular service maintenance process. If they are not, if they are going in delay process, that time they used to take the backup option. backup access from Workday. Okay, so I actually in 3 week period the maximum you can get 5 times of backup, not only on Fridays or any day. In 3 week period, 3 to 5 times backup access will get. And if you perform like 5 times or 3 times in a 3 week, after that you cannot able to perform any backup. If you request for Workday also, they will not help you out. They will go with the service maintenance all together with all the customers whatever they are. And the designations are like Workday consultant with configuration developer, integration developer, and implementation developer, or we will have designations like implementer. Okay, there is another designation also like Workday consultant only, but support based. This is called support based. So its support is nothing but whatever already configured things are there, we will do edits or any changes in that things. And coming to the implementer is nothing but who will create the security like accounts and all to us. So that implementers will not have the access to go to the production or to export the data and all, or to go to the, I mean like they will have access to sandbox also. So every user will have access to sandbox, but not to the production. So in production, we will do only uploading the data from sandbox review. Okay. So and implementers are whoever are going to call the data from uh, the other TNets. So that guys will able to call the data from only sandbox preview TNet only, not from the sandbox TNet. So after getting approval in the sandbox preview, by that time only you need to take the confirmation data from sandbox preview, not from the sandbox, because in the sandbox it is not confirmed. Whatever we have moved here, so we got approval for the process on client review itself here only. If there is any minor changes, we can able to do here in the sandbox preview TNet also. But these changes will not go to the like sandbox TNet. Again, you need to go and you need to redo over there. If you are not redoing that, then there is no use to copy the process from sandbox TNet to production. Again, error will come. So, if any changes done in the sandbox preview TNet, you need to copy the same process to production TNet. Do not go with the sandbox TNet process unless and until if you are perfect without any changes that have been made in the sandbox preview. Right. So this is like the basic intro of Workday and basic a small introduction only this is about. So tomorrow we are going to know about the navigation process. How Workday configure, I mean like as a end user the home page will looks like different, and as a configuration consultant the home page will look like different. So tomorrow class we will discuss about the home page navigation, the login access, what are the ways to log in, and what is the notice to the users will appear on the screen, and what are the status details on the screen, and the complete navigation. So inbox, worklets, onboardings, everything we'll discuss in the tomorrow class. So that is also another basic class itself to know about the Workday navigation part, core concepts. So even I will cover the core concepts also in the tomorrow class itself. So any questions till now? Any general questions or any other related to anything you guys can ask, no issues.
Priyanka, I have a doubt.
Yeah, please.
This is Sumita. I just want to know what is the full form of GMS tenant?
Global Modern Services. That's why I told you, right? Where we are going to work now. Global Modern Services. It is under the control of Workday. Workday will maintain this.
No. Thank
Okay. Anything else from anyone?
Is it possible for you to show the workflow, Priyanka? I mean, in terms of
Yeah, we'll discuss
users.
definitely on that workflow also.
The workflow in terms of tenants. For example, you cannot, it could be, any edits could be moved in a particular order, right? It cannot go back. So if you could show also like tenant, could you show us the tenant again?
I'm not getting your question here.
No, I just want you to show us the what document which you have written.
For in this training, we will deal with only one tenant called GMS, Global Modern Services tenant. Tomorrow, I'll explain about the navigation part and all in this tenant. Remaining
Okay.
tenants access we will not have for the training, which is like very real time. Even I cannot able to disclose those to you guys.
Okay. Okay.
Once we go through the complete concept of this workday, you guys can able to understand from in and out the complete things. No worries on that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions? Someone is going to ask something.
Hi Priyanka. Actually, the implementation tenant is only used for creating the user account. Yes.
Yes.
So if I have the demo account that is GMS account that I cannot perform with that implementation or sandbox preview.
That's what I'm saying. These are all real-time tenants where we cannot able to disclose in the training part. So whatever, say for example, if I want, I mean like in the implementation, we will create the Workday account and all, right? Here in this tenant, I will show how to create the Workday account and all.
Okay.
What the implementers will do in the implementation tenant, the things also we will discuss here.
Good. Thanks, Priyanka. Anything else, team? Any other questions?
Pardon?
No, any other questions? I was just asking the team if there's any other questions.
Joe, in web publishing, as you know, we had a different workflow, right? First comes, editor, then comes publisher, then that workflow we had, right? So I just wanted to understand whether that workflow is there with these tenants as well. Like first sandbox tenant comes and then preview tenant comes and then production tenant comes, right? I mean, is there any such workflow is there here? I mean, in terms of looking at the edits and picking up the edits and publishing. Obviously, we will not work on production or sandbox or preview tenant, but we would be working on GMS tenant as Priyanka notified us. But I still wanted to know whether
Maybe,
basic,
yeah, that's a good question. Maybe, so as per my understanding, what I guess is like, we will go as per our workflow. First will be a build, then it will be a staging, and then into a production mode.
yes, I just wanted to understand that.
Yeah, it should be the same one. Maybe we will put it across as a question to Priyanka. Maybe I'll take this offline and come back to you on this.
Better. Done. Fine, no issues. Whatever the questions that you guys are getting, so please put it in the meeting itself. We will discuss accordingly. If any chances are there, I will show in the practical manner. So if there is no possibility means I'll tell you the process.
So can I ask this question right now? What exactly Kiran is asking?
Yeah, please ask.
Okay, so basically, in web publishing, what happens is like when we do an edit, we basically do an edit, we do a preview, and then we do a publish. So there will be three servers in it. First will be a view server, then it will be a web server, and third one will be a publishing server. So the question is, on the sandbox part, is that the same approach like the first one will be on a web and then and then it will be a preview and then it will be a activate mode? Is it the same approach we will follow for the same sandbox tenants?
No, that is not. That will not happen in this training process. Here we will see how to create the things and how to configure and how to integrate the things. So the same process we will do in all the tenants also, but we will not work on like the same workflow process. I mean like in the publishing. So here I will explain about only the creations, configurations, integrations. This is the access that we will get from Workday also to explain in detail in the trainings, because this is not an official training from Workday. It is for
Yes, yes.
our personal training that we are taking. If you are into the Workday and they also will not explain all this in detail in the tenant to tenant process. Why? Because means these tenants will deal with the real time data. That is not possible to show the examples to you guys here in the training process.
Okay, so getting it, Priyanka, again, to clarify it, I will send you, we will take it as a note and I will send it back to you as a question actually.
Yeah, please. But whatever we are discussing here, I mean, like whatever we are going to do the sandbox, that sandbox task itself the same we will do in the production also. So here, whatever we are going to do, that things only we are discussing about this in these three areas: creations, configurations, and integrations.
Good. Thanks,
Right?
Priyanka.
Yeah.
Look, any other questions before we wind up, because we have only 2 minutes? Any other questions? Okay. Good. Thank you, team. Thank you all for joining. So, Priyanka, as I said, I'll connect with you tomorrow for a few topics, for a few clarifications. And other than that, we will go ahead as per the plan, the same time tomorrow. Right?
Right, Joseph. Thank you so
Sure.
much,
Thanks,
guys.
Priyanka. Thank you, team.
Take
Thanks
care.
for the time. Thanks, Priyanka.
Yeah.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you,
Thank
Priyanka.
you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.